So, continuing with the essentials of valid offer or regarding valid offer, till now we have discussed five essential. The next sixth one is offer should not contain a term, the non-compliance of which would amount to acceptance. In this case, an offerer should not assume to himself that if acceptor does not give his acceptance at a particular time or particular date, then he assumed that it is accepted. So the person who makes an offer cannot say to the offeree or acceptor that if he or she does not communicate acceptance by a certain time, the offer will be considered as accepted. For example, A writes to B, I offer to sell my house for rupees 40 lakh. If I do not receive a reply by Monday next, then I shall assume that you have accepted the offer. So such kind of statements that if it is not accepted by a particular time, then I assume that this is accepted. So there is no contract if B does not reply. So such an offer is not a valid offer. Seventh, an invitation to offer is not an offer. An offer is a proposal, while an invitation to offer is inviting someone to make a proposal or offer. So when one person induces another person to make an offer to him, it is known as invitation to offer. Like for example, in advertisements, it is just we are inviting for the offers. We are asking other persons to come and make an offer. Let us take other example like display of goods in a shop with price tags attached is an invitation to offer, because display of goods in a shop is just an invitation to offer. In this, when person goes to that shop, then that person is making an offer to the seller that he wants to buy this particular product or service. Similarly, menu card of a restaurant showing the prices of food items. So menu card is also invitation to offer. And this person's going to the restaurant for a service, see the menu card, and they are making an offer to the restaurant owners or service providers. Similarly, a company invites application from public to subscribe for its shares. So in this also, we are inviting public to make an offer. So an invitation to offer is not an offer. Then eighth is lapse of an offer, or it means when offer comes to an end, or it is basically all the modes of revocation of an offer. Now what is revocation or lapse? It means when offerer don't want to continue with his offer, he want to cancel his offer, but it must be before the acceptance sent by the acceptor. So that is known as revocation. So in what ways offer can be revoked or cancelled or lapsed? They are in the following ways. First is notice of revocation of an offer. So if an offerer make a notice to the offeree or acceptor that he no longer want to continue with the offer which he has offered to acceptor, but it must be given before the acceptance of offer is received by him from the acceptor. So notice of revocation must be done before acceptance is given by the acceptor or offeree. For example, at an auction sale, A makes the highest bid for B's goods but withdraws it before the fall of hammer. So in this case, he withdraws before the fall of hammer. Fall of hammer is assumed to be is acceptance of that highest bid. So in this, he withdraws before the fall of hammer. So there is no contract and offer has been revoked before acceptance. Second way is lapse of time. So when an offeree has make certain time or specified date, that offer should be accepted within that time period, and it is not accepted by the acceptor within that time period, so automatically offer will lapsed or cancelled. So in some cases there is no time fixed by the offerer for the acceptance of the uh, offer. So in this case reasonable time comes into existence. So reasonable time according to court of law depends upon the circumstances of each case. For example, A offered to sell wool to B on Thursday and agreed to give him 3 days time to accept. B accepted the offer on Monday, but by that time A had sold the wool. It was held that the offer had lapsed as specified time had lapsed. So in this offer has made specified time or date that it should be accepted before that specified time or date. So in this offer does not make his acceptance before that time period, so automatically offer will be lapsed or cancelled. Then another way is failure of acceptor to fulfill the condition precedent to acceptance. So in this case where there is a condition in the offer which must be fulfilled before the acceptance of the offer, then the offer lapses if the acceptance is given without fulfilling that condition. We have earlier did that an offer may contain a condition. So if an acceptor is only accepting the offer but not the condition, then automatically offer will be lapsed. So offer may be conditional. For example, A offers to sell wool to B on a condition that B must pay 50% of the amount within next 3 days. So payment of 50% of the amount is a condition to the offer. So if B fails to pay the price within that time period, then the A's offer to sell wool is also cancelled or revoked or lapsed. Fourth is counter offer. Counter offer means when an acceptor or offerer is not accepting the offer made by the offerer while he is making certain changes in its offer made by the offerer. So in this previous offer or old offer will be lapsed or cancelled. So an offer comes to an end when the offeree makes a counter offer or rejects the offer. Where an offer is accepted with some modifications in terms of the offer or with some other condition not forming the part of the offer, such qualified acceptance amounts to a counter offer. So in this, an offer once rejected cannot be revived. Let us take an example. A offers to sell his house to B for rupees 40 crores. Now in this case B replied that he is offering to pay rupees 35 crore. Now here A's offers to sell at 40 crore is being changed by acceptor. So in this acceptor is now making an offer to offerer. So in this now parties has been changed. Now B is becoming offerer and A is becoming acceptor when it is accepted. So A refuses this case and it was held by the court of law that B has not accepted the offer of rupees 40 crore and it was held that there is no contract as original offer has lapsed. Then fifth is, and if an offer is not accepted according to the prescribed or usual mode. In certain cases, offerer may prescribe certain mode that acceptance should be by way of written mode. So that is mode according to prescribed mode. So if, for example, if a offerer said that acceptance must be given with a in a written document in form of written words. So it must be done by the offerer or by the offeree or acceptor in terms of written mode. So if acceptor is not accepting according to the prescribed mode given by the offerer, then automatically offer lapses. The next is death or insanity of offerer or offeree before acceptance. So if there will be death or insanity of offerer but before acceptance, then automatically offer will be lapses. So in this case, what happened when, if the, for example, if offerer dies but acceptor has given his acceptance and he is ignorant of the death of the offerer, then it will be a valid contract. But in that case, legal representatives of the offerer or offeree will be liable for such contract to be fulfilled. So the offer lapses by the death or insanity of an offerer if the fact of this death or insanity comes to the knowledge of the acceptor before he makes his acceptance. But the offer is accepted in ignorance of the death or insanity of the offerer, then there will be a valid contract, and in this case, legal representatives will be liable. For example, A had written a letter to C requesting him to give credit to B and granting payment up to rupees 2 lakh. C gave credit to B. A then died and C, in ignorance of this fact, continuing to give credit to B. Now B failed to repay the amount. Now C can sue A's legal representatives for the granted amount because A is no longer survive and C, in ignorance of this fact, is continuing the contract or offer. So it was decided by the court of law that granted amount is to be paid by the legal representatives of A or out of the estate of A. The next is rejection of an offer. The offer lapses as soon as it is rejected by the offeree. Once the offer is rejected, it cannot be revived. So rejection can be expressed or implied. This is same case as if the offerer does not want to continue with his offer, he may communicate its rejection to the acceptor, but before acceptance is given by the offeree or acceptor. So it may be expressed or it may be implied. Expressed rejection means rejection by words spoken or written, or implied rejection means either counter offer or it may be qualified acceptance given by the offeree. The next is subsequent destruction of subject matter. Now, if in case of offer, the subject matter or the object of the offer is destructed or destroyed, then automatically offer lapses or cancelled. For example, A offers to sell his car to B for rupees 3 lakh. But before it is accepted by B, the car is destroyed in an accident. Now, car is the subject matter or object of the offer, and it is destroyed before acceptance given by the offeree or acceptor. So in this case, the offer comes to an end as object or subject matter of the offer is destroyed. The next is change of law. If there is change of law which makes the offer illegal or unlawful or impossible in terms of performance, then offer comes to an end. For example, A offers to sell 10 bags of wheat for rupees 4,000 to B. Now, before it is accepted by B, a law came into existence regarding the sale of wheat by private individuals is enacted. Means now sale of wheat is no longer to be done as it is prohibited by law. So it was held that offer comes to an end because due to change of law. Thank you.